I'm advising you to stop meditating. Don't meditate. You don't want to do it anyway. I mean, if you don't want to do it, or you've tried it and you don't like it, you don't have to meditate. The new way of manifesting is honestly through visualization. Visualize. And what that also translates to is living in the end. And I'm going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to tell you how to do it. I gave this advice to one of my friends not too long ago, because she was wanting to know, like, how do I, or she just hadn't really thought about it before. She's manifesting something in her life. She's really kind of manifesting a specific person, but it wasn't looking like what she wanted it to look like. And so I asked her, I said, have you really visualized what every aspect of it looks like? Or at least, what is the day to day of your life with this specific person? And I told her, I said, start looking at life from the point of view of your desired life personality. Who are you in that life? In a recent video I asked, who would you be if you had won the lottery? And you can apply this to any part of your life, to any manifestation. Who would I be if, I was a CEO of a company? Who would I be if I was the best mom? Who would I be if I got into Harvard? What would that life be like? Who would I be in that life once you achieve that desired life? So what's great about asking yourself this question is you immediately start to imagine who you would be in that life. And that is the crux, the base effort, the base foundation. That is the foundation of manifestation and getting what you want, is to be able to see you already having it, to see yourself already living that life, doing things, maybe going to the car wash. What kind of car do you drive? If, say, you won the lottery, what kind of car do you drive? What does it feel like to be in that car? You could even go so far as to go out to a car dealership and take a test run in that car. Let's say it's a Bentley. What does it feel like driving behind the wheel of that Bentley? Look up interiors of Bentley cars and imagine your hands on the steering wheel, looking at the steering wheel with the Bentley logo on the steering wheel. Imagine the dials and the mechanics of, sitting in the car and looking at the dashboard and everything that is entailed with that. Make it really specific. When would you be grocery shopping for yourself? Or would you be shopping for furniture for your home? What kind of home would you live in? Imagine the home and get really specific. You can even start looking up really nice homes on Zillow and imagining yourself and take the tour of the home. Look at the pictures inside the home and imagine yourself, say, in the kitchen, fixing yourself something to eat. Or imagine yourself in the living room, sitting, watching a, 80-inch screen TV, whatever. What does that look like? What kinds of food are you eating? What kinds of foods are in your fridge? Are you still eating cheap junk food, or are you having a more refined dining experience, even at home? Are you eating something different? Like, oh my gosh, I'm laughing because I've just been watching that show Lost. I know I'm super late to the game, but I never watched it when it came out, but I'm watching it now and I'm deep in it. And there was a scene where uh, um, one of the main characters, he won the lottery. And so his parents are basically living off of his lottery money. And his dad is in the kitchen fixing himself a sandwich. And it's just like like a regular, I don't know, turkey sandwich, but he put caviar on top of it. And I thought to myself, who's going to put caviar on a sandwich? Like with bread and lettuce and tomato. It's so weird. But at the same time, it probably would taste good. But still, what are your eating habits if you are that person? If your goal is to win the lottery and you do, what are your eating habits? What changes? What is that like? What does that taste like? A sandwich, a turkey sandwich with caviar on top. Every facet of your life, just imagine it from that point of view, the point of view of someone who's won the lottery. So, and when you go out in your life and you're out there right now, like doing the things that you normally do, maybe you go get your car washed or you're going grocery shopping, you're picking your kids up from school. How does that look from your desired life person's point of view? So if you've won the lottery, what does it look like when you go to pick your kids up from school? You driving a really nice car? Are people looking at your car as you drive up? Maybe they're gossiping, right? And you're seeing them look and point at your car as you're, while you're in it, you're looking at them, pointing at you and gossiping about, oh, so-and-so, just won the lottery. Or does someone come up to you and you talk about it and they go, oh, well, how did you get this nice car? And, maybe you tell them, oh, I came into some money, because you don't want to tell people you won the lottery because then they might hound you for money, or, you try to keep that on the down low. Is that what you do? Or are you the type person who lives gregariously and you just tell everybody your business? I wouldn't advise that. But if that's what you want to do, you do you. But you do you. What would you do in that situation? How would you act in that situation? If you were CEO of your own business, what does that feel like? How are you hiring people? How do you hire people for your business? Do you have an assistant? Do you have to hire people for your business to work in your business? Put yourself in that position and ask yourself, and live through that point of view of someone who is doing those things. You could even be creating new situations according to your new lifestyle. But whatever that is, you should be thinking about that and visualizing it. The more you think about it and visualize it, that's how you get your desired reality. That's how you sync up. That's how you line up with what it is that you're trying to manifest. You have to imagine from that point of view of already having it. That is how you tell the universe that you have it, that this is what I want. I'm seeing this, and this is what I'm doing as I'm going out and running my errands. This is how I'm living my life. I'm living my life from that point of view. And that is how you sync up to your desired reality. So, one of the other things that I heard from Spirit this week was anytime you're giving commentary to the 3D reality, you're entrapped in it. And honestly, this is really a way to detach yourself from the 3D reality so that you can get what you want. And that is to pay attention to when you are reacting emotionally. And that could be excitement, It could be fear. It could be anxiousness, frustration. You don't want to be acting to the 3D reality, what's going on in the world, what you see on the news. Don't even look at the news. Don't pay attention to it unless that's your goal. If one of your goals is to contribute to the political verse, that's definitely what you're going to be paying attention to, but paying attention to the role that you play in it and doing it from your own perspective. So if that's your goal, more power to you. If you're trying to help us out here and change the 3D, that's on you. But whatever it is that you're focused on, whether it's that, whether it's you have your own aspirations, that is where you should be, what you should be living from. That is who you should be living from. The person that is living that life. And that means not making commentary on anything else that's irrelevant to your desired life. So, and how you know is, check in with yourself. Are you gossiping? When people say stuff to you about the 3D reality, are you reacting to it, getting upset? If you're out on the road and someone cuts you off, do you kind of go off in your mind or out loud? Oh, blah, diddy, blah, that person did this or whatever. Are you gossiping about your friends or even like celebrities? Because a lot of people like to gossip about celebrities. All of that stuff, unless you were in that business or your desired life is in that business. Like, let's say, you were your desired life was to be a famous singer. We just had the Grammys, right? Well, then maybe you would be talking about these stars, but from what point of view? Because if you are the type of person that slams celebrities and yet you desire to be in that reality, you probably are going against who you would be in that reality. Because if you're a celebrity yourself, you can't slam other celebrities, because that goes against, you'd be slamming yourself essentially, right? Same thing goes for like rich people. If you want to be rich, you can't be slamming rich people for their choices, because if you were rich, you would not want to be slammed for your choices. If you have money, it's your choice what you do with it, how you spend it, and how you wield that power. That's on you. And so you kind of have to check yourself to wonder, who would I be? Like, if I was rich, would I be slamming other rich people? You'd probably be maybe benefiting from the same opportunities that they have. And maybe your opinions would change, or maybe they wouldn't. Maybe you still would be slamming other rich people for how they spend their money. But that has to be a choice. It can't just be, you can't be slamming other rich people from the position of not having money, because that goes completely against what you're desiring. So these are the things that you need to pay attention to. What your day-to-day life is from the point of view of already having your desired reality. What kind of circles are you running in? What kind of friends do you have from this desired reality? Let's say you want to, open up an artist boutique, and you want to live in that world, but you don't have it yet. Maybe your friends or the people around you are all artists or in that field. So what is that like? Maybe you're schmoozing. Maybe you're taking people to dinner or going out to dinner with people in this field. So these are the things you got to start using your imagination to figure out, when I'm in my desired life, what am I doing? What are my day ins and day outs? Who am I having dinner with? Who am I surrounded with? What are my activities, my daily activities? And start imagining yourself from that point of view. And even in before you have it, like if you don't quite have it yet, but you are going out in your day. Think about that. Think about that when you're out there, when you're sitting at the cafe, maybe you go to Starbucks, you pick up your drink. Think about how you think about yourself doing it from the feeling of already having your desired reality. Are you there with friends? Are you there with an assistant? Are you in a rush because you've got to go to a business meeting? I mean, what are you actively doing in this life? And be thinking about that as you're going about your daily. As you're going about your daily. And yeah, check yourself about how you're reacting to the 3D. Because your 3D, you got to make it all about that desired reality. And once you start doing that, soon enough, your 3D will start to reflect your desired reality. This is the key. This really is the key to getting it. And join me on this channel and let me know if you have questions about how to do that. Maybe you want to get a little more specific about what you're desiring, and then how to visualize that from that point of view of your specific desired reality. We can discuss that here. And if you're liking this content, keep watching, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will know when I go live, and you can ask in real time.